What's going on, YouTube, man? It's your boy TA, aka Total TV, aka Almighty TA. And look, before we get started in this video, can we all just agree, like, I'm probably the best looking nigga on YouTube? Like, that's facts. Like, we can all agree that, right? Cool, I bet. Now look, I got a treat for y'all today, man. Look, we doing one-on-ones, week 2, DBs versus wide receivers. I just dropped the one from the previous week, so we finna get into it this week. Without further ado, man, y'all know what's going on, man. Let's get it.
This whole defensive scheme, look, it's inside leverage. It's two-man. The whole premise of the
good release, and then Denzel Ward couldn't tell if he got. Just seemed like the ball was maybe a
Pretty good concentration. These guys have been going back and forth. Slays won a few. Got away with a little hole there at the top of the route.
Almost the entire night, maybe one other time. They're going right to the backup. And Miles Bryant.
Well, Wilson is expecting some help in the middle of the football field right here. And you see that Sasha Ray sits down on the over route.
It's that Jefferson-Slay matchup.
That's the matchup we all want to see, and he gets him on a deep crosser. If you really study Justin Jefferson.
A lot of guys are calling themselves dogs out on the field. Oh, that guy's a dog. That guy's a dog.
He was a force last week against Kansas City. Nice little chatter comeback by DK Metcalf. We've seen all the...
This is stepping up by Rock Yassin right here. Jamar Chase, one of the best in the league at back shoulders, but just keeping that...
Been looking for a one-on-one matchup that they can expose. He goes right by Evans with that speed, and a good throw despite the pressure by that blitzing linebacker.
It, in essence, ends with this defensive stop, and it's the rookie Joey Porter Jr.
Tight coverage on the receiver, Osborne, because he's stacked behind Osborne. It gives him some... Now watch Murphy pass Devontae Smith off to Jackson, who, by the way, just came in from Metellus. And right away...
He beats him. Watch, it's just going to be a little slant and go. Boom, the 3 steps inside, sold it. With his eye, feel the entire crowd take a deep breath, right? There's been some first downs. T. Higgins is getting the ball.
Well, that's a welcome sight. Watch this little whip route. I mean, that is unbelievable footwork, one-on-one.
Talented CD is right there. It's a slant and go. DJ gets his hands on him, gets called for the hold. You'll see a great job. It's a stop and then go, and DJ Reed does not fall for it. And still keeps up the speed and doesn't let Tolbert.
Comes up limping. One thing about this kid, zero fear. He's got zero fear. Good hands, turns, stays in contact.
Patriots, and it is just not much you can do. Sean Wade, he hasn't seen that one turn into a wheel route before. They run a lot of those wheels.
On the right side last time. This time it's going to be on the left. Watch, you're going to push like you're running by, and then you put your foot in the ground, and again the timing.
The ball was at least 60 yards in the air, maybe 70. Lamar Jackson sees coverage here. Safety's beating his safety already because it's so much faster down.
He runs a double move. You're going to see him run out and then take it upfield on Dante Jackson. And once he gets a step on you, it's over. He's one of the fastest guys in the NFL.
Spectacular.
It's unbelievable. Look, he's got his left arm. He's got his right arm. CJ's holding his right arm. He can't get 2 hands up. And just look at that. If you could zoom in on his eyes, you could best believe they were as big as saucer.
They don't want to give anything up over top for a touchdown, so they're willing to give some routes underneath. The problem is who you're allowing to catch the ball.
Let's check at T. Higgins. He's pushing up. He gets a quick sit down here. Brandon Stevens.
Gain of 10.
Well, that time Marcus Peters, you see, he turns his shoulders to the outside, thinking it's going to be an out.
Daniel Jones just taking shots down the field. He gets Keitrell Clark turned around.
Tough kids, baby.
Nice play by the rookie.
He knew he was a tough, gritty player with block play, specialties. But last year with the Texans, 48 receptions over 5.
And you see Kobe Bryant, number 8, they just zone it off. They pass it off into a zone concept that he's got a free play. And instead of just chucking it down the field, see how Witherspoon...
Offside. Defense number 55.
You lead your team down on a really impressive drive. Nice job there by Reynolds fighting through contact.
Nelson Aguilar, one-on-one. Little stutter step, puts his head down with speed. Perfect throw from Lamar.
I think that was just improv by Devontae Adams and Jimmy Garoppolo. Watch, he just sits down, little spin-out move to the outside. He sees Garoppolo shuffling to the outside.
Hey, he said that lazy shit.
Overtime victory. Here's the route,
man.
He comes in on a little swirl and then he just breaks it back out. But I'll tell you what, I think there's gonna be a lot of Lions
making his third start. Now that they've been able to claw in this game, you know, they're able to try and run their offense again this time.
Patrick Peterson, he's in good position. I mean, there wasn't. He's got a little bit of a hold.
Yeah, that's a hold.
Pass interference.
Mono, Diggs on Wilson, and Diggs hits the best. And this guy eats man coverage up. And you see it's really not bad defense. It's just a bad angle by Hooker, 28.
By Amari Cooper, we were just talking about it. You're going to see at the top. He's able to get Levi Wallace moving a little bit and create all that space then for
the line of scrimmage just to disrupt that timing and not give him a free run.
He swats Forbes, not really ready to play or lined up. And what does he do? He gives Mims the outside. Gives him the outside, and as he looks back, look at the acceleration. You know,
he's coming across in motion. You see the switch release right down here at the bottom. He's just going to settle down, catch that ball, and then just run after the catch.
Demario Davis said himself, he said, for us to take our defense to the next level, this guy has to up his game and really.
And watch this record breaker right here. Matthew Stafford knows that they're bringing.
This is a 3rd and long, and you just can't let this happen on 3rd and long. I don't know what Tyreek Stevenson is waiting for. He allows Mike Evans to run right up on the outside. Watch how quickly this ball is thrown. You're going to press like you're going to run by, snap out of it, ball is already on the way.
Well, here you got Pickens on the outside, and the whole middle of the field just opened up. And even with this, Kenny Pickett initially was looking inside to throw that football.
Bill O'Brien, I said, well, was the whole thing of getting the ball out quickly simply because the Philadelphia Eagles are so loud.
Scrape across the formation. Look at that. He gets 3 in, Lou.
The speed coming out of the break, I'm telling you right now.
Looked like he was extended. Let's see. There's 13 going down the field. Similar to what we saw earlier. Right? Going to act like you're going deep.
I'm a grown man.
I don't know, man. To see where Delpit is or what he's doing. And so he gets a clean break on the ball, and that
This team that went to the Super Bowl now over here and filling in for Jalen Ramsey. You could see the little.
Watch Thielen push vertical, snap across, and then flatten. And Bryce throws that ball perfectly out.
You got the chain on. You see that boy like a nigga out
Just a big in route coming from the outside right there. Jamel Dean gets turned around a little bit, so it's an easy, just a great ad lib by Baker Mayfield right here out on the edge. What? He's going to just drift downfield. The 2 defenders get caught looking upfield.
This nigga Mike is making.
And then to your point, Joe, right there, being in the secondary for the Chicago Bears, but they do a nice job right here. Really nowhere to go with the football for Baker Mayfield. And the longer he held that and the pocket was collapsing on him, you're like, uh-oh.
Daylight all the way. Watch this. Dak knows it right at the end. He tries to throw it high. He should have caught that, actually. Wow, it looked like he was a little further away.
No.
And that is
that's why CeeDee Lamb had that clip when it was
doesn't come down with it. Wow.
Like, you need some fucking hands. Oh, my God.
I'll tell you what, tight coverage. Wilson, I mean, right here, adjust to the ball.
You're going to see a slant. It's a free safety blitz. You got to give the quarterback, I think he was probably down back a yard or two.
He's going to cool opening eyes again. He's going to widen just slightly and then run a deep curl route here. See him slam up because they bring a little pressure again, and you see Puka at the top of this route. Watch how tight that turn is. You see the last one, he rounded it and right off of Fred Warner, and there's the big in route. See how he got the defensive back.
Easy. The receiver too long. He should have held the free safety.
Thank you. Safety.
Knowing right here, he knows this free safety's coming over.
Oh, shit.
That's risky. The Jets got to be worried about them being aggressive coming out. What a great job by Dak Prescott hitting his back foot.
Well, you're getting a one-on-one because everybody is going to bracket. These two are bracketing Saquon, so you're going to get a one-on-one. The Hodges right there. You see how they both take him in and out?
And what a grab here against Mathis.
Yeah, and look, this is the matchup that you want. Again.
Thank you.
Outside creates some space, and he's going to come ripping inside on an in route after Brandon Ayuk clears out the middle of the field. Watch these two. And Darion Kendrick. He's got to get a little more physical presence I'd like to see from the line of scrimmage.
Got a good start, a pickup of 11.
Yeah, first down, it's almost like clockwork. If you see first down off cover.
His job is to put the fear of God in that defensive back that he's going to run by him. So he's got to first.
We're
going to watch him peel around and make this play from the end.
Oh my
position.
God.
Look at that. He was just rushing the passer.
Elijah Molden, both capable players, but a little bit of miscommunication there.
Tell you what, this kid's impressive, Kev. Just a little seam stop. Julian Love thinks he's going to run a go ball. And again, the second time
to find the team that he wanted to go to. He wanted to be the #1 receiver. He wanted to be compensated.
Coverage 12. They did a nice job sending receivers all the way to the right, multiple receivers to allow Kirk.
And nice job here by Lockett. He knows the defenders are sideline conscious. They know.
Fake it into the gut of the running back and throw it right over the top. That little pinpoint pass to the wide receiver. Mike Williams wanted to do. That's what we used to call a 9-stop run. Just trying to stop. And there's a lot of touch.
They just start him here, and he's just going to run a dead sprint to the back corner of the opposite pylon. And you talk about dropping in a bucket. That's about as well. He goes to his money man. You'll see Tyler Lockett. He's just running a basic square out. I'm not exactly sure.
So well. And we're going to see Collins right here. And as soon as he starts working to the inside, you see C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, really nice play design. They motion Noah Fant over. He runs a little out and up wheel. He gets matched up one-on-one there with the.
But a great job by Ryan Tannehill with the way he played last week, Jay. You looked at it, 2 out of 12 on third downs.
This is a big-time throw, but watch this catch. A little post route. This ball is thrown.
Communication has to be on point. After this play is over, you see guys going over to Murphy. We're talking about Mike Williams, 6'4", 218 pounds. Against Trey Avery, just a shade under 5'11". And
C.J. Stroud has such an excellent sense of anticipation. He throws the ball before.
What an answer. Nice job here. Josh Reynolds ends up being the inside receiver after the motion. Perfect ball.
Reinstated in March after being suspended for gambling on NFL games.
And we know about the explosiveness. We know about the big play. Just shy of the marker.
And if you're wondering why Rasul Douglas is kind of backing off.
Got them going in the playoff game last year was Jamar Chase on these deep bench routes to the sideline. It gets them in. Well, this is the guy we saw on Friday going to work during the red zone practice. You love him down here because he's such a big and physical target. And this is a nice job by Tyler Boyd of the seam stop, the little inside comeback.
Yes.
Tight press coverage on Odell Beckham Jr. This throw by Lamar Jackson is showing how good of a Buffalo.
And Kevin, what that does, if you have tight ends, multiple tight ends, you've got to respect the middle of the field. So now all of a sudden,
well, Carson Palmer is maybe watching this game from somewhere out in Montana or wherever he lives now, but he's going to like that.
He has the pocket, and then you're going to see what's called a dig route. He's going to go up about 15 yards and then cut in right into the soft spot.
And they've got 3 targets and 3 catches to him already. OBJ can run the entire route tree.
Basically, the #1 outside, A.J. Dillon sits down, and then he goes right to the pylon, back of the end.
He's late in adjusting. This is Jefferson, right? Where's the adjustment? Their linebackers are calling for him to come over. You're going to give him that look at this point in the game. That's stealing for Kirk Cousins. You go back to the play action, you max protect to give Cousins a chance and go to your go-to guy. Pretty decent coverage actually there by potentially if they end up losing this game. I just love it week 2. These first 2 games, he doesn't really have a good feel for space out there. And on third down, makes it very easy.
All right, man. That was the end of the video. Let me know if y'all want to see me do more one-on-ones, bro. We're going to get to it. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all made this far, with that being said, peace, love, positivity. And we out. Gang.